Hey guys, how you doing? There's still a lot. This is only one of the folio books I got, but we didn't get all the way through this the last time. This is a picture I did. I drew the sketch for this on LSD. I was in Eureka, California, and it was really damp, and just everything seemed like a swamp. Like all the wood was like swollen with moisture. The ground was like a bog, and stuck to your shoes and almost like sucked them off your feet while you're walking around. And so I was having this trip about this kind of bog. I drew this like bog tortoise. And then on the opposite side of the city, this is something inspired by Southern California, where we have a lot of angry red ants zigzagging all over the ground there. So this is my flesh-eating desert ant. Of course, it's very stylized. I wanted to put some antennas coming out of its beak, but I forgot. And so what other pictures we got? These are all like from the mid to late 80s here, I guess. Here's a couple of pastel pictures. That's Jet Boy, just from a the ballpoint pen sketch, and this is a face fight. I don't remember how I came up with that one. Oh, okay. This one's just called Everyone Can Go to Hell. It's pretty self-explanatory. I like this one here, Electrocutioner. I think that's based on a doodle from one of my old sketchbooks. I used to keep a lot of sketchbooks and doodle a lot of pictures. Give me ideas for drawings. I used just a couple charcoal. These are not very good photographs. This is a yellowy kind of, I guess, underexposed photograph of a charcoal picture I did. You know, kind of German expressionist style. I went through the phase in my early 20s where I was into that stuff. And this one here, because I don't know what you'd call that. That just was in a weird mood one night. And I guess it kind of reminds me of those kind of like Japanese sort of things. I guess, of course, it's a lot more distorted. But maybe that's what was on my mind when I did that. Oh, and this is a big Prismacolor. I think the original's like 18 by 24 Prismacolor drawing. Bingo the Christmas Clown being attacked by champagne bubbles from 1959 New Year's, I guess. And this is a Prismacolor pencil drawing, which incidentally somebody who works in television bought. Yeah, every time I drew a picture with a television in it, I always got snatched up by people who worked in television. Now, I always thought that was very strange, like with these people working in TV coming out of the woodwork. But, you know, now I know a lot about what's going on. I don't think it's really so surprising. Well, these TV people are always keeping such a close eye on me. And this is a pen and ink that I did on psilocybin, but I think I was like looking at a lot of like H.R. Geiger stuff, so you can kind of see the influence of that. It's just my pen and ink trumpet playing blues. I guess that's based on a doodle or something like that. Yeah. So I'll show you a couple more and then wind it up. There's just a acrylic black and white painting. I think they use that on the cover of a little local publication called Spaz Magazine in North Hollywood. I think back in the early 90s, I think. And this is when I did this in the mid 80s. I painted it upside down so the paint would drip up. And it's like, I don't know, it's called Head and Shoulders, but I think I was thinking of like that cartoon character Alley-Oop, like burning in hell or something like that. And just a couple gouache painting sketches that I did in a watercolor class I was taking. And yeah, there's some good pictures later on, but we got to get through some kind of mediocre stuff. So I guess I'll stop here and I'll pick up later on the rest of this stuff. There's some interesting stuff further down. I'll skip ahead here. Yeah, it's St. Judas. Yeah, that's a pen and ink drawing I did. Someone bought it from me, and he did me the favor of making a color Xerox copy. But there's like a white mark on there. Maybe someday I'll come back with some inks and like fix that, and then like make a proper Xerox. So that kind of ruined it with that. I don't know what happened with that. Back in the early days of like laser prints, they weren't as reliable as they are now. And this, I like this one. Oh, if thine own hand offend thee. So this sort of psychotic guy is like chopping off his offensive hand, and the ghost, the demon in the hand is coming out and confronting him. Yeah. So there you go, folks. Just some more art stuff. You guys all have a pleasant evening. See you later.